So apparently I wasn't filming the first time. So I'm doing my journal flip through for this journal. I know I said I was going to do this with a tripod, but I can't find my tripod, so excuse it if it's a little shaky. This journal ran from July 21st to like midway December, or actually I think it got past Christmas, maybe. But the front is covered in stickers, lots of Disney ones, a wax seal, and then some young adult stuff, and that sort of thing. The main reason I stopped using this journal is it kind of just fell out of the binding. I plan to fix that in the future, but it got to the point where I wasn't comfortable writing in it anymore, so I moved to the next one. The first page is an About Me page. Then I have the books that I read, the time, TV shows and movies, music I was into, anime, and then quotes, which I also never finished. So I have my tickets from Inside Out. Did I skip a page? No, okay. So this was from when my room flooded. And lots of my stuff was ruined, so we were talking about possibly changing my stuff. More journaling with frozen stickers. This was from a Document Your Life class my library had. So I did that in class, art class. More journaling, library receipts, which I keep a lot of these. I have personal information covered in sticky notes. 21 books to read before I turn 21. I like how I only got 3 of these, and a lot of these I still haven't read to date. More writing. I really liked this page. There's some stamping and chipboard, which probably didn't help with the thickness of this. Wish list for Christmas. Train tickets. Nancy Drew games I had played and beaten at the time, going through the whole list. More library receipts, and I try to highlight if I've actually finished reading it before it was turned in. And this was a postcard on that was being handed out on campus by a club. A TBR list, more journaling, some fall stickers. The lyrics to When You Sleep, and then the spoken word piece, Dear One by Mary Lambert, and I highlighted my favorite lines. More journaling, an October questionnaire kind of thing. And then I was working on a Halloween playlist, and then I never finished it. Didn't do anything on this back page. More kind of like journaling. So this was really, really old artwork I found while cleaning, so I probably did this I think it says 2011 on here. A collage art piece. It's inspired by Solus from Dragon Age, because I am Dragon Age trash. I don't know what this is, probably notes for class. More journaling, and then packaging from a Descendants replica necklace of Eevee's. I'm also very much Descendants trash, and I'm looking forward to Descendants 2 coming out. So this page is about the time where I had to give up my rabbits. I was not home enough to keep taking care of them, and my roommate was really, really allergic to them, and so we thought it best to rehome them. Along with that, there was a not necessarily poetry reading, but creative writing reading on campus, and so my creative writing class wanted us to go and write a kind of almost like review for 3 of the speakers, and so I have my little notes on the margins of who went in what order, and then notes about the speakers, so I could do that. And then this is just scrapbooking paper I had in my stash and stickers. So there's this page, library book sale, which I've done a couple times. An exam. Oh, Lacey's in the way. test from biology, and then I am Groot. A lot of these pictures are actually from a Hallmark Christmas ornament catalog. And so there's this page, more Hallmark stuff, Frozen stickers. There's so many snowflakes because this was the first snow that winter. Magazine clippings and washi tape are pretty much a major way to decorate. So this was Thanksgiving. So every year me and my family get Hallmark Christmas ornaments, and that's the one I got that year, which is why I used so much of the catalog in this journal. So more magazine cutouts and that sort of thing. My favorite quotes from the Lunar Chronicles. Oh, this was a questionnaire survey that I think a philosophy class was doing. That makes me sad now. Oh, so this was notes for an extra credit thing, but the extra credit thing was to see the Zhuan Lang, the author of American Born Chinese, and so I have his autograph in here. The reason why he did Appa instead of the Monkey King was because we were talking about Avatar: Last Airbender a lot. More magazine clippings and that sort of thing. A collage, which I don't have a lot of these in here. So this pocket is filled with a lot of stuff. Steam gift card. The Meadow, which used to be the food place on campus, which we no longer use this catering service. So it's pretty cool to have what we used to be able to get on campus. A lot of information of the art pieces at the Fine Arts Project, Fine Arts Center where I live. A Jimmy John's menu, because Jimmy John's brought free sandwiches to campus one time, and then they say they deliver to campus. So more stuff from the Fine Arts Center, poetry from a class, another Steam gift card, another thing from the Fine Arts Center. So I just made the pocket out of pages, and more Disney Descendants stuff. A questionnaire for December, more stuff, magazine clippings and stickers, lots of stickers. More stickers. This is actually a Starbucks bag, believe it or not. So this was a star chart that was in a magazine on campus that was being getting rid of for free, and I picked it up, and I was taking astronomy the following semester, so I thought this was actually pretty cool that I had it in here already. And this was for December of 2015, which means it was old at the time, I think. No. This was current at the time, and that was pretty cool. So this was January 1st, New Year's, all my New Year's resolutions, which I only completed like 3 of these. Postcard I got for free on campus. One of my friends got me little tiny photo cards for Girls' Generation. This was at the time where Jessica had basically just left Girls' Generation. And another half finished page. More old artwork from forever ago. Lots of magazine clippings, perfume, little sample scent kind of thing, which I can't even open the slightest now. Coloring book page, and then this was a fortune cookie thing. It's now is a good time for a new collection or hobby, which was what I actually started collecting coloring books, funny enough. Old dictionary pages. Probably hurt someone seeing that, but more library receipts, and as you can see, nothing's highlighted. It was a very bad month for my library stuff. And then they had the bestsellers list of that week. So I covered up my information, but this is a hospital bracelet. This is one of the days I ended up with such a bad migraine I had to go to the ER. This was also around the time where Alan Rickman died, and another coloring book page, scrap paper from a scrapbook set, lists for challenges for reading, which I never finished checking anything off on those. I like this washi tape, glitter tape. It was different, and it doesn't like actually have glitter fall off, but I'm out of it now and it makes me really sad. It's when I got my Furious Fists Sylveon deck, and then I actually put some other stuff. Sadly, if you guys are going to try to take this code, I've already used it, which is why it's highlighted, so I know it's been used. And then like the playmat and then like the deck checker and whatnot are there. These are all like advertisements from the Colorado Anime Fest, and my current roommate is a burlesque performer who performed at the burlesque show, which is why we were there in the first place. And then in here is the Valentine's Day card my dad got me that year, and it's Marie from the Aristocats. I love it. It's so cute. And then more stuff on campus kind of thing, shorter entries. I think this is about when we were getting to the end of the year almost, which is why entries got really short. Disney Tsum Tsums. I collect them still, and so this is the collector guide. This is the collector guide for Series 1, and I have quite a few. I haven't gone to check and see if I have any more, and check any more off, because I'm not currently in this journal, but I will probably buy another, like, small set, and end up with another collector guide to just, like, tick off in my current journal. This was a birthday card from my grandparents, and then this was, like, stuff I got for my birthday, as well as, like, finding out my blood type, even though I already knew it, the Tsum Tsum blind bags, and I think this was Series 2. Yeah. This is a larger checklist for a Disney Tsum Tsums. And a very, very short entry on that page. Book outlet receipt. I ordered these on my birthday that year. And more butterfly stickers. This is a postcard from on campus of the current thing in our art gallery at the time. And I also have a pocket which has like the program and the questionnaire that they had us fill out. This was for the Parlay release party of 2016, which has a photo of everyone together. I'm part of Parlay of 2017, and so our release party is actually coming up, and I'm really excited. More clippings. And then these are, we went shopping around that time, and these were all like the clothing tags from the stuff I bought. And I thought a lot of these clothing tags were actually really pretty, and I kept them. And I used a magazine page as a background. A May questionnaire. More stickers and magazine clippings. I occasionally will get some funny newspaper clippings too. I like this sticker. I got a couple of them, so they're in a couple different journals. And this says YA fiction is my addiction, which is pretty true. These all came from the Barnes & Noble Teen Fest, one of the magazines I purposely got multiple copies of so I could cut out and use some of the stuff. And I basically used it all at one time. This is another pocket I did, and it's, yeah, so you got this at B-Fest. So there's a little preview for Lanny Taylor, for the, it's a postcard for the not Mortal Instruments, the Dark Artifices, and has an excerpt from Lord of Shadows, but it would help if I was even caught up with the Cassandra Clare series at all. An Easy Bake thing, because I had gotten my Easy Bake oven around that time. I'm an adult. I can buy toys if I want to. My Prismacolor color pencils I bought at the time, and I color swatched them all. Num Noms, another series of toys I kind of am attempting to collect all of. I ended up buying Ever After High dolls around this time, and instead of just like throwing away the box entirely, I ended up cutting out like the images from the box and using them, and including a baseball ticket, and then the program for that baseball game's here. Reading summer program, notes for a graphic I was doing for Tumblr. Booktubeathon that year. I didn't do great, but I didn't do bad. This was actually gift wrap, and this was from a Barbie clothing pack, honestly. Nail polish, because I found out from Whitney from Witty Novels that nail polish doesn't bleed through, and I thought it would be really cool to show the polish that I had bought at the time, and of course what I was wearing at the time too. More gift wrap and scrap paper. My Littlest Pet Shops, which I'm not necessarily wanting to collect the whole set of all of them, but I think they're really cute. More gift wrap, Raggedy Ann. Newspapers, stuff that was going on at the time. The Monster High minis, which I do want to get most of. I actually really, really want at least the entire set of the rag dolls, because I think they're very cute, and they're kind of perfect size for like Barbie dolls and Ever After High dolls to use as dolls, if that makes sense. Magazine clipping, and it was just a quote, and I actually really liked it, so I just taped the whole thing in. This is when you realize the years passed. Mountain Dew Pitch Black, and it was Mountain Dew Pitch Black versus Baja Blast, which I think, even though they said they were going to only keep one flavor, it's still like ongoing, which is kind of weird. Library book sale, and on the postcard I wrote all the books I got. Abby from NCIS. Me and my mom love NCIS. More magazine clippings, Num Noms, and I cut out the ones I got from that guide. A sample I got, and then just some doodling, which I kind of like and I wish I'd do more of. I think this is, in fact, my favorite page of this whole journal. Lots of stuff. Receipts, magazine clippings, clips from packaging, washi tape, candy wrappers, a Project Life card that has journaling on it on the back. Pike's Perk is a really good coffee place where I live, local coffee place. And then magazine clippings. These flavors of the flavored Tootsie Rolls are my favorite, the vanilla. More Disney Descendant stickers. And I think this is a Lisa Frank. More magazine, newspaper clippings. This is magazine. I used the popcorn because I think we had gone to see a movie and I didn't have the ticket still. This was the program for a dance program that my professor at the time worked with. She created, choreographed, and whatnot, and it was performed at a local high school, and you could go write a report on it. You were supposed to write a report on a live performance of some kind. Then we also had our showcase, and this was a ticket for a burlesque show featuring Chairman Meow. But the reason why there's this little expletive sticker is that was the day our house was broken into, and my roommate was robbed. We're really sad about that still. More magazine clippings and some Pusheen cat stickers. I just did a quote on this page. This was when the Magical Holiday Ball happened at Barnes & Noble. This is when I finally got a Tsum Tsum sticker book, and I had planned to use the stickers just journaling, and so there's a lot of them in here, and I guess I got something Pokemon related too at the time. Oh, yeah, okay, so, I got Pokemon Sun, and I got Pokemon Moon, I think? No, I got Sun. But the little advertisement I had both of them on there, so I just glued both in. And then I also had gotten macaroons, and I circled the flavors I got, and then added the ones that weren't on the advertisement on the side, and then I just pulled apart the box that they'd come in and cut it and glued it in because it's cute packaging. More stuff about that day, I guess. And this was from the sticker book, but it's like the page, not a sticker. And I love Stitch, and so I thought that was really cute. And then this was the last page in here. I kind of started to decorate this page, and then I gave up in this journal. And so this is when Christmas wrapping paper started being used. And then, like, this is the plush Tsum Tsum sticker I got on clearance at Hot Topic. And then more Tsum Tsum stuff. And that's it, I think. So this was the back. And so there's Disney Tsum Tsum, Pokemon, Frozen, Disney Descendants, and The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson that I got at B Fest. And then this was from a smash book of the page I didn't use, so I just cut it out and put it at the end of this. I think I might have, I had a test page at the back, a small pocket at the back, which didn't have anything of real importance, a random sticker that I never used, and then I think I had, and then what was left of the books I was reading at the time. And so that's it for this journal. I'm currently working on one. I'm only about, I want to say 1/3 of the way through, so it'll be a while before there's another journal flip through on my channel. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!